Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your December full moon reading for you with Gemini rising. This is going to be affecting the house of your focus, your perspective, your view onto the world, where your attention is. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for every Gemini. I do encourage you to look at your sun, moon, and rising sign, any placement that's important to you for a fuller message. If this reading does resonate with you, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate all of the support that you, Gemini, lend to me. I appreciate it. Let's get started with your overall energy for this December full moon in Gemini on the 7th of December. And we have the Ace of Wands, a lovely beacon of support, new beginnings, following your heart, your passion, a direction you can get enthusiastic about, a way that is energizing for you, an inspirational lead, something that is illuminated for you, coming from your authentic self. This can be any new beginning that you're beginning at this time. And this is particularly important as we are closing out the year and this full moon with one more new moon remaining on December 23rd. So this is indicating that the culmination of energies for you is pushing you, lighting up something new for you, new growth and expansion. The 10th house, the house of your social identity, is the Seven of Cups. Here we see you looking at all the options that are popping up as a result of the hard work you've been doing to push away those behaviors, attitudes, and even actions that have led to the illusions, the delusions, the projections of the past. As you release the energies, the responsibility to others that has been misplaced, the prioritizing of the happiness or well-being of others before your own has produced these fantasies of escape, of romance, of being saved or rescued. You're understanding now that these fantasies, these illusions that have distracted you from your own purpose, your own path, have not yielded you equal benefits, have been not only distractions, but in many cases dangerous, and have kept you from investing in yourself. That is now a part of the realization you have gained, that your investments rely upon your faith within yourself. The first house, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is the energy of your perspective. This is the second seven, and this is telling me that you're spending time, you're continuing to spend time looking deeply, gaining understanding from many of the things that have hurt you in the past. This can be your ultra sensitivity to unkind remarks, criticism, or negative feedback, even being not being taken seriously, but overall recognizing that others have not always been happy as you have been successful or pursued those things that are important to you. This is a cycle that you're breaking. This has been a preoccupation as you've been combing through your past experiences. What is popping up is the results of this prioritizing of the opinions or the expectations of others. So you're moving through this. You're recognizing the concrete ways that these actions of others, your expectations of others, have held you back. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your history, your family, The King of Wands is showing that you have built up the confidence within you by investing in your talents, your faith, your skills, and your passion, your enthusiasm, where your heart has led you to break through these obstacles, these blinds from the past, to take the lessons you're learning and really encourage them. This is really building up this enthusiasm that allows you now to be a leader, that inspires others, that motivates others in accordance with your vision. The seventh house, the house of your significant others, is the Six of Swords. So here I see you moving away from patterns and behaviors that have limited your ability to be seen and heard among a chaotic environment, within a family environment, a work environment, but one in which you, because you did not feel heard, you could not contribute to the solution that would have improved the situation. Instead, you are leaving the situation to pursue your own peace and an acceptance of the necessity of this situation in order for you to learn and grow. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Swords in the first house with the Five of Swords in the second house and the Tower in the third house. There is a lot of ruminating, contemplating the specific words and attitudes, moods, feelings that have been so challenging, that have reflected your own inner conflict. The words that have been said to you, the actions of dismissal or disapproval or gossip have led to this sense of internalized reflecting on this conflict where you felt hamstrung by the opinions of others, so that it prevented you from moving forward. And because of this personal limitation, this inability of you to recognize the inauthenticity of people in your environment that you expected to support you, this has led you to identify the useful information in the changes that are occurring in your life. So the changes that are occurring particularly among your intimates, your close family members, parents, or siblings is really being shaken up. Something has changed in such a way that you are forced to address and leave behind these kinds of communications, this way of not being seen, this way in which you have been invisible and allowed yourself to remain invisible, ways in which you have hidden. This is being changed and released and is offering you a way out as you are shedding a lot of this damaging language, words, and communication from others. The King of Wands in the fourth house is clarified by the Ten of Wands in the fifth house and the Hanged Man in the sixth house. Indeed, you are releasing the obligations, responsibilities, and burdens, particularly from your friends. This can even be among your cohort, your children, your parents. These are responsibilities that have been a part of your conditioning, part of your coming of age, a way in which your phenomenal talents have been obligated to the needs and desires of others. You are and have completed whatever karmic obligation existed by understanding your responsibility within this dynamic that has left you exhausted and depleted, but on the verge of a positive change, opening up the way, making the way for this new beginning, that is cresting for you. In the 6th house, you are recognizing that in order to accommodate this new beginning, in order to recognize the lessons you've learned that are helping you to identify the ways that you are reinvesting in yourself, is requiring you to step back and objectify these experiences so that you can shift and adjust the way you're perceiving your relationships, your intimates, your environment in a way that can accommodate the reality that you desire. Understanding that your words, your thoughts shape your reality. The 6 of Swords in the 7th house is being clarified by the High Priestess in the 8th house and the 4 of Cups in the 9th house. These experiences, as difficult, as brutal, as hurtful as many of them have been, as draining as they've been in your efforts to keep up with the expectations of others, you are understanding that you are in the position to make a critical adjustment now. You are recognizing the ways in which you can share your resources with others, and I'm talking about your internal wisdom, knowledge, experience, and self-knowledge that allows you to recognize that your resources are meant to build up a spiritual and cultural foundation of generosity, of service. This is key for you, and this is reflecting again on this sense of your perspective that is able to reach more deeply into your past experiences in this life, possibly other lives. In particular, the lives of your ancestors are really speaking to you and supporting, affirming this new sense of belief and knowledge, wisdom you have about your path, your purpose. And this is contributing to this foundation in which you are able to manifest the things that you desire. As you are manifesting those things, as you are putting pieces together to build this environment that reflects you, you are pausing to consider how much you've changed. The things that you are gaining are things that you have always wanted, and something that is an offer that you're considering is allowing you to pause again, to step back and consider if this thing that you have once wished for is really a match for where you are now. The 7 of Cups in the 10th house is clarified by the 7 of Cups, a repeat in the 11th house, and the 6 of Cups in the 12th house. So this is really amplifying the idea that all of your obligations and responsibilities, all of your efforts to work with others collaboratively, to be of service to humankind in whatever way that looks like for you, have largely been, in many ways, the projections, your fantasies, your illusions about what others could give to you in your efforts to expect that others will provide the kind of love, the kind of support that you provide to others. You're really looking apart deeply at each of these options that you have projected in the past and that you now recognize are more of distractions from your own heart's desires. As you shift these projections into an area that speaks to your talents and skills and the things that you want, you are being supported by a positive connection from your past. This can be a friendship, an environment, a memory even. It can also be a talent or skill that you exercised with joy and casualness in your past that is now opening up, unlocking a way for you to feel good, a way that you've always had that allows you to find the joy in what you're doing. And this is what is opening up your options at this time. I'm going to finish up this reading, Gemini, with an oracle card. And here is love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. I'm going to leave this here for you, Gemini. I hope this has been helpful. And until next time, namaste.